Hello students, this is Mrs. Williams from Legacy High, and I am going to work a few problems on writing explicit rules for our algebraic reasoning classes. As you know, we have been studying sequences, and we have been working on identifying arithmetic and geometric sequences. So, for the explicit rule, this rule is based on the term number. You do not have to know the previous term. Some vocabulary. N is the term number. A sub 1 is the value of the first term. D is our common difference, and R is our common ratio. An example. Now this is not arithmetic and it's not geometric. As a matter of fact, this is a quadratic sequence. But n equals 1, that's your first term. N equals 2 means our second term. N equals 3 is our third term. A sub 1 is the value of term 1, and that's 1. A sub 2 is the value of term 2, and that's 4. A sub 3 is the value of term 3, which is 9. So that's a little bit on our vocabulary. Now, to work a few problems, we're going to start with the arithmetic sequence. And of course, by now you have already listened to the first video that I've given for you to look at. So for starters, this rule is based on the term number. So the first thing that we want to do is we're going to write down what it is. It's sort of like our graphic organizer. So for the nth term, I need to know the first term. Plus, I need to know that common difference and how many times I need to multiply that common difference. Remember, it's n minus 1. And if you look at the other video, it has a really great explanation for that. So for this one, the only thing you're really telling me is what is the first term and what is the common difference. That's all you have to tell me. You have to fill in those boxes. Okay, so for this one, a sub n. So what is that first term? It's 15. Okay, what is the common difference? Well, we're adding 5 each time. And I want to multiply that times n minus 1. That's the rule. Now, let's dress it up a little bit. 5 times 1, n is 5n minus 5. Bring down my 15. Let's put our like terms together. And we see that we have 15 and negative 5. That gives us positive 10. And there's a couple of ways to write this, but I'm going to go with a sub n is equal to 5n plus 10. That's really good start prep. So that's that rule. So let's go to the next one. Graphic organizer in here. So to find the nth term, I need to know what we're starting with. Then I need to know the common difference. And we're going to multiply that times n minus 1. Because this is going to be how many times I need to multiply that common difference and add it to that original term. Okay, so I need to know this common difference, and I need to know the original term, or the first term. This is negative 8. Okay, this one here is, sorry about that slight interruption, but let's continue. The first term in this sequence is negative 8. My common difference here is going to be negative 6. I am going down further away from 0, going down the number line. So that's actually a negative 6 times n minus 1. Okay, we're going to distribute. Negative 6 times 1n is negative 6n. Negative 6 times negative 1 is a positive 6. Bring everything down. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to combine my like terms. Negative 8 and a positive 6 is a negative 2. So my rule is going to be negative 6n minus 2. And you also see that written as negative 2 minus 6n. We're going to leave it like that. Now, the third example. Here. Again, here's the formula. A sub 1 is what you have to tell me. You have to tell me the common difference, n minus 1. And I know I've gone out of order. That seems to be the best way to do it in class. Hopefully that won't bother too many of you. The first term in this sequence, arithmetic sequence, is 6. The common difference, I'm going down by 2, so that's negative 2. I'm going to bring everything down. Let's clean it up. Negative 2n. Negative times a negative is a positive. Bring this down. Same sign, add. So this rule is going to be a sub n is equal to negative 2n plus 8. Okay. For the next one, a sub n is equal to a sub 1, what we started with, and we want that common difference, and we want to multiply it times n minus 1 time. Our first term is negative 45. We are going up the number line closer to 0, and we're going up by 3. That's a difference of positive 3. Okay. We're going to distribute 3n minus 3. Bring down my negative 45. Combine my like terms. Negative 45 and negative 3 gives me negative 48. So our rule here, a sub n, is going to be equal to 3n minus 48. Now, if you would, I want you to go through the assignment and work the arithmetic sequences, writing an explicit rule for each of those. When you're done, I want you to resume the video and we will go over the next kind, the geometric ones. I apologize for the noise, but the band has just started to practice. So we're going to make the rest of this short and sweet. I've already written out the form that you need, and so we are now going to write the explicit rules for our geometric sequences. And these are even easier because what you're looking for, a sub 1, you want to tell me what the first term is and what the common ratio is. That's it. The first term here is 4. Common ratio is 3. I'm multiplying by 3. Done. That's the rule. Okay, going to number 2. You want to tell me what the first term is and the common ratio. So the first term is 40. Common ratio is 1/2. Okay, so there's your rule. Number 3, you want to tell me what the first term is, identify that, and you want to tell me what the common ratio is. First term is 25/100, 0.25, and the common ratio, we're doubling. 2 quarters make 50 cents. 2 halves make a whole, and 2 times 1 is 2. So we're doubling, and that is that rule. Okay. So we have a sub n. You want to tell me what the first term is and the common ratio. That's it. So the first term is 1/10 times, well, we're multiplying by 10 each time, n minus 1. There you have it. So now if you'll go back and you work through the geometric sequences and write the explicit rule for those, and we're done with this unit. Thanks.